Hello and welcome to a Time special presentation for Thirukkural with the Times, where we explore real-world lessons from the classic Tamil text Thirukkural with motivational speaker, author and diversity champion Bharathi Baskar as she explores the masterpiece. Thirukkural is not just a work of couplets. Valluvar's detailing opens timeless windows through which we can catch glimpses of the lives of our ancestors. For example, the use of measuring sticks in Kural 710 or weighing scales in Kural number 118. Valluvar often presented deeply philosophical thoughts through these everyday items. Listen in.
When the Times of India unveiled the reconstructed faces of Keeradi men who lived 2500 years ago, it felt like a moment of time travel. The skulls excavated from Keeradi had been carefully studied and brought to life by researchers from the UK. Their eyes, jawlines, and foreheads looked deeply familiar, like looking into a mirror that stretched across millennia. Keeradi is just 12 kilometers from Madurai. From the artifacts recovered, carbon dated to the 6th century BCE, names like Adan and Chendan emerge. Names that echo through Sangam literature like recurring refrains. It's thrilling to see archaeology and ancient poetry, two different torches illuminating the same path through our shared past. Reading the Thirukkural is no less than an archaeological dig. With each couplet, we brush away the dust of time and catch glimpses of a civilization that once breathed on the same soil. Valluvar may not have held a chisel, but his pen was as precise. His detailing opens windows that are timeless, through which we can catch glimpses about the lives of our ancestors. Homes were called Il, Kural 340. The inner courtyard, today's living space, was Anangam, Kural 720. Doors were bolted, Kural 1251. People drew drinking water from Uruni, which are ponds, Kural 215. Women wore tightly clasped bracelets called Todi, Kural 1111, and heavy studs in their ears, referred to as Kurai, Kural 1081. In one unforgettable image, Valluvar paints a picture of a woman marking each day her husband is away, scratching lines on the wall to keep count. Kural 1261. Love was not a fleeting romance, it was record keeping. Occupations of the time unfold couplet by couplet. There were farmers, weavers, palanquin bearers, carpenters, hunters, soldiers, barbers, potters, religious pundits, messengers, and goldsmiths. Merchants likely used measuring sticks, Kural 710, and weighing scales, Kural 118. There were ships, seas crossed, and goods exchanged with distant lands, Kural 496. Agriculture was not just a profession, it was revered. Crops like sugarcane, sesame, and millets were grown with care, Kural 1078, 889 and 104. Farmers drew from wells, Kural 396, and spring waters, Kural 1161. If the farmer tills properly, Valluvar wrote in Kural 1037, no manure is needed, a principle that would echo well with modern soil scientists warning against nutrient runoff and pollution. A few months ago, I was running late and called my daughter to heat the sambar I had made that morning. When I returned, I saw her doing just that, except, to my horror, she was using the vessel meant for boiling milk. I snapped, "You're using the milk vessel for sambar?" She looked baffled. "What's wrong with that?" Trying to steady my voice, I explained. Milk vessels are always kept separate, the ladle too. If you use them for other foods, especially oily or spicy ones, the next time you boil milk, it may turn sour. She looked at me suspiciously. "Is this a new house rule?" "It's a rule, yes," I said, switching off the stove and quickly transferring the sambar. But it's not new. It has been followed in households like ours for over 2000 years. She raised an eyebrow. How do you know? Because there is evidence, not archaeological, but literary. In Kural 1000, Valluvar uses the metaphor of pure milk turning bad because of an unclean vessel to speak of wealth in the hands of the undeserving. Valluvar even uses the term Paal Kalam, which is a pointer that there were vessels exclusively used for milk. Panpilaan Petra Perunjelvam, Nanpaal Kalandheemai Dhatru. The mighty fortune gained by men devoid of character is like pure milk spoiled by impurity of container. She paused, then said, "Sometimes you're proud because you started something new. But sometimes you're proud because you are a part of a continuum, something that's been going on for centuries." I couldn't agree more. That's exactly why the images from Keeradi gave me goosebumps. It was a proud and a humbling reminder. We are not the beginning of anything. We are a single link in a chain forged long before us. And if we are mindful, a link that will hold firm for generations to come.